down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Carson, who was a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, has picked up the pace this year after a slow start. 3 straight 100-yard games. Most recently, Week 6, 124 yards, and the game-winning score in the 4-point win over Cleveland on the road.
Green 80! 42! Friday! Look for signal.
On third down, Wilson. It's caught. Block it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. That catch certainly easier than the one Tyler Lockett made in the back left corner of the end zone in the Thursday night win over the Rams in Week 5. My goodness, that was incredible. In fact, the advanced metrics called it the most improbable catch in the NFL in the last 2 years, and if for some reason you missed it, look it up. Pretty impressive. Throwing is Wilson, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Some bad Super Bowl memories certainly surfacing for the Seahawks. Another pick thrown from the 1-yard line.
If we weren't both here together, there's no way you could convince me that they did that this was going to happen again. Same spot and another interception.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check 52.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a run with Cook. And past the 30, down to about the 27. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 27.
And it's 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cook. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 23-yard run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Brings up third and 4.
49, check 49, check 49.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Alert. Check 3.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Check stop.
Twist, twist.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
And that's good for a
Now Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 9, Wilson escaping the pressure right, and he just chucked that. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
He's coming. Joker.
Now it's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be, and offensive line injuries.
3 straight losses. They're 3-3. How about the Chiefs? 2 straight home losses.
Yeah, they just can't stop anyone running the football.
Okay, and then the Rams, 3 straight losses for them.
Yeah, definite reason for concern because they cannot get the running game figured out. Todd Gurley not touching it enough, but Kenny.
And then the Browns. Everyone was so high on them before the season started. What about now?
So many expectations. That's part of the problem they have right now, but they still would be contenders in their division.
Quickly back to the Chiefs, though. Are you concerned about them? They're still a real contender here, aren't they?
Still a contender, but I'm concerned as heck on defense for anyone who wants to be committed to running the football.
27 yards there, a first down. On first down, it's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Shift.
Here we go. Bring the energy.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
57, Mike 57. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Check 4.
57. Mike, 57. What we got? Check. Crunch.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my...
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Danielle Hunter able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
14. Slap. Alert. One left. Get him. You got it.
Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike, 54. Hey, here we go.
They run for it with Carson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run it again with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Delano Hill. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Mike's 49. Mike's 2. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 37. Yellow.
On third down, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Gun.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Two.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. Touchdown, Vikings. Mike Boone, 36 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check 99. It's free. Check the backer.
Reload.
Shit. Hey, watch it. Check 3.
36 power.
Switch.
Gun.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
Got it.
Check. It's a 6. Roll it. High.
Gun.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Okay, now I want to revisit what we were doing earlier, contender versus pretender. We did the AFC. Let's rock the NFC here, starting with the New York Giants.
Pretender, but much improved.
Okay, NFC North, how about the Vikings?
Contender, no doubt about it.
Carolina in the South, what do you think there?
Contender and ascending.
Okay, the quarterback play has become a good thing for them. Finally, out west, how about the Arizona Cardinals?
Pretender. The division's just way too tough. There are 3 teams better than them.
Again, they're going to go with Boone. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, watch the ball. Check.
Wide.
Watch the safety creep. Slam.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks 43-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Brandon, I loved his game in college, and I thought he would translate well as a pro. Boy, did he exceed my expectations. Another punt return for a touchdown.
Busted onto the scene as an all-pro returner as a rookie. He's not looking back. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They start the drive with Cook. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's coming.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Cook. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. That one goes for 8 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 50.
Now Cook. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cook stripped, the ball's out. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
0, 0, 0. Hey, alert.
Here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Seattle. This will be taken short. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come get some. Come on.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
One left.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. That's caught by Jennings. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, alert.
Mike, echo. Hey, watch the slant.
Good, guys. 4 down.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And Jennings has it. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
14.
On 1st down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Rush in.
Alert.
Show it up.
18. Front left.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it second down and 12.
Jim. 1-50. Black. Hey, high 7.
Mike's 49. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 49.
On second and 12, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Watch that green.
Yellow. Hey, Haywood.
49, guys. Mike, 49. It's a party now. 49 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Gun.
Cousins from the gun on third. And a pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the punt team on now as this one's set away. Returnable for Lockett. Touchdown, Seattle. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple of extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Gun.
Now on second and 13. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it third down and 10.
Hey, box truck.
Mike's 49. Time to go, night.
Gun.
Mike 49. Let's go, defense.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 49.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, no, easy.
Mike, watch 49.
You don't want none of that.
Hey, Zoo.
49, guys. Mike.
Gun. What's that?
On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. It's hauled in by Doxson. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Down deep into Seattle territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 20. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Check back.
Gun.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. You're trapped.
Where's the hot?
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Out. Check 3.
Here we go. What's that?
They'll run with Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Hey, receiver. Hey, exit.
It's 50. Hey, pick your game up. Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. What's the crap?
Second down and goal. Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 8 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Alert. One plus.
Watch the slats.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
First down, Minnesota.
Mike's 49. Mike's 40. Let's get off the field, G.
On first down, it's Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second down 6. At their 48-yard line.
On second down, Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over, they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Well, we got a second. Let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City at Denver, divisional battle.
Suddenly an interesting game. Kansas City having lost their last 2, and Denver now playing defense as we expected. But how about the NFL 100 game of the week? Oakland at Green Bay, a rematch of Super Bowl II.
Also have New Orleans at Chicago and Philly visiting Dallas on Sunday night.
That is a huge one in the NFC East.
Yeah, both teams 3-3. The winner will have the lead in that division. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Cousins now from the 50. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. And we're pretty quiet.
Go.
Mike 49. Mike 49.
Here we go.
Flag.
49 to Mike. Mike 49.
You ain't doing nothing.
Gun.
You ain't doing nothing today.
From the gun, here's Cousins. It's caught, Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Yellow.
4th down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Bravo.
49.
Gun.
Guys, Mike 49. Watch it.
3rd and goal for Cousins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
How many of y'all came to win?
My color bright, I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops, Oh, no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
We play to win. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180!
Watch 54. Stop your whining.
Garoppolo on 1st down. He finds McKinnon, complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Black!
Watch the curls. Check.
I got you.
Check. 42's the Mike.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Alpha!
Check 33. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Gun!
Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
12.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
Hey, gun.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Garoppolo. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. 1, Omaha. Hey, Haywood. Get that quarterback. Hey, gun.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. 180. 13. I got this.
Watch twits.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. It's caught by Coleman. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.
Hey, gun.
Let's get out the field.
On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80. 21. Here we go. 21. Here we go. Check the move. Check 13. 65. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, gun.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 48 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
49ers 3. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't...
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw here to his running back. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, Zoo. 54. Right 54. Hey, gun, man.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
21. Here we go. 12. 11.
He's coming. We got double up.
White. 11. Hey, seam 6. Hey, go.
Check 4. Check. Crunch. Tighten up.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run. Hey, alert 3. Mike 51.
50.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Now a give running right, it's Cook. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This is Coleman with a grab. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
65. Tight down.
On first down, here's Breida. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
33. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
48. Gun.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go again. Check 99. Check 99.
Gun.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know he ain't got it. Check it back. Check it back.
2.
Shit.
first down. It's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Hey, 382, last 60. 61, matchbox light.
On second down. Boom. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Check three.
Leave it, 48.
Check flag 33. Bound to lose.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, wahoo.
Third and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day?
21.
The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Hey, John.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Check. I got this.
6 man.
21. 5. Hey, come on.
From the 39, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and then from just shy of midfield. Garoppolo, this one complete to Coleman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
White.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch the safety. Wait, you're Omaha. Hey, can't. Gun.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
I got you.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
12. Go. Hey, gun.
Mike's by 4. Gotta do better.
Garoppolo. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Bravo! I got you.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. You know my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken short.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
What? Ready? 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught, Rocket. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw again is Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Throwing is Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down now. It's Cook, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Here we go. I got it. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 50.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check.
They'll run with Boone here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Right, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You draw forfeit.
On 2nd down, boom. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run. I wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An explosive 38-yard pickup for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. This is Carson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a gain of 34.
You know, I have to be really happy after that play. The offensive line. To be able to create space in that situation when everything's jammed in and everyone knows you're going to run it, that's a big time play.
Because you're probably just thinking, hey, let's get to the 4 or 5 and get some breathing room, right?
That's all you're asking for. That's all your punter's asking for. Instead, he's not necessary now.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since.
Hey, Charlie.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
All day, dog.
49.
Here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pilot, 64, wait. Listen to me. Gun.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
65.
Quaker Omaha.
Check 3. 49.
Black.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, orbit.
Here we go. 49.
Gun.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 0.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Right there. 54 Mike.
On 1st down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Completes it to Jennings.
Wilson's pass. Complete to Gary Jennings. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, it's Cook, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, boom, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Again, they're going to go with Boone, and he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Under 10, 10. Lucky 48. General West.
Again, it's Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
49. Two.
Hey, Mike 7.
You tighten up. Mike's 49.
Cousins now from the 50. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Watch the shit.
14. Touch 50. Kill. Hey, turn it. 25. Got it.
Watch the 12 on.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Gun.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Hey, we're good. First. 49, check 49.
Watch twin.
Hey, flipper.
Check three.
Check the run.
On first down, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Gun.
Motion.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Haywood.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 26 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Alert three.
Gun. He's coming. We got jump left.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson throwing on third and long. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Pressure comes.